Gamers.
That wasn't how I was planning to start. Hello everyone, my name is Visualeyes, and welcome back to Waveforms, the show where we talk all things music production and internet culture. Today, it's a very special day, wink, not, wink, wink, get the reference, because I have none other than one of the coolest gals on the internet with me. Welcome to the show, Jamie Paige. How are you doing today?
Woo! Wow, yeah!
Woo!
I'm doing very good. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
Oh my god, you are probably the most energetic response to any of this that I've had so far, so thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
God, honestly, you are one of my favorite artists that I've just like randomly found perusing the internet.
Aw.
You have a very unique style and it's very, very admirable, so thank you for doing everything you do. But
Thank you for
why don't
saying
you
that.
Why don't you start by telling all the listeners who you are, what you do, and what we should know about you?
All right. My name is Jamie Paige. I am a girl, and I make music. I'm a 20-year-old trans woman. I was born in Houston, Texas. I now live in Chicago, Illinois. And I make really gay, fluttery, bubbly, effervescent synth pop. With lots of auto-tune and Vocaloids, and I sing about being sad a lot, actually. I don't know. I make music. I also do other things sometimes, but that's kind of the thing that people know me for. So that's me, Jamie Paige. Hello.
Well, hey, I mean, I remember. I think I looked at like one of your online profiles at one point, and it said something about I'm just this gay electropop girl doing this gay electropop thing.
Yes, that's actually a really, really good way to put it. I don't remember when I had that on my profile, but that's perfect, yeah.
I think it was on something like a Bandcamp or Patreon page.
Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. That's me.
Okay,
She's
so
gay electropop girl doing her gay electropop thing.
yeah. So, I've been a fan of you back since, God, I don't even know. It was before Good Time Lead Line came out.
So that's like, probably like almost 2015, but that's like early 2016. Like, I was definitely going by Jamie Paige by then, but yeah.
Okay, and just to make sure, I'm gonna cut this out if I embarrass myself. But is Olive Reese your account as well?
Yes, actually.
Okay, so now I can actually tie this to a specific song. It was Little Billboard that got me into your work.
Oh my god, that's ancient. That
was one of the first songs that I ever downloaded off of SoundCloud.
Oh man, I feel honored.
Well, hey, I just remember the little don't give up, yeah, it's all right now, everything okay, and then you repeat that for that little line, and then everything's silent. I just remember, and it just goes crazy on the drums, and it was like when I heard how happy a song about dealing with changes and protecting like something old that you care about. I heard like the dichotomy of that was what really got me in it. I was like just kind of like wide-eyed, like, wow, this is actually really cool.
Oh my gosh, that makes me really happy, actually. Yeah, I feel like that song and some of the other stuff I did as Olive Reese was kind of like, that was kind of when I first actually started let me think of how to phrase this. That was kind of the genesis of what I'm doing now, like back in like 2014, like when I was doing all that. Because that was the first time I did like unabashed like vocal stuff, really. And yeah, I mean that's kind of like what ended up with Jamie Paige. That sentence made no sense at all, but you know.
I mean, it's all good. Anyway, so Yeah, but what really happened was Little Billboard was what got me into your work. Then eventually, I don't know how it did, but Good Time Lead Line popped up on my dashboard one day while I was randomly just perusing my SoundCloud stream.
Yeah.
And then I listened to that and I was like, wait, is this the same person? This can't be the same person, is it? It was like, holy crap, it's the same person. And then,
Whoa!
yeah, and then I ended up listening to your stuff regularly, and then Special Days came out, which was this freaking banger.
Oh yeah, it's a sad banger.
It's a sad banger about being alone and hoping for goodness, but I love it.
Yeah, I really like that song too. That's probably one of my favorites that I'm very pleased with it.
Yeah. So anyway, so I guess how'd you get into music production and like songwriting? How'd you? It's a very cliche phrase, but how'd you get your start?
So, when it comes to music in general, there's like a couple things that kind of all coincided with each other because really the start of me doing music was in like middle school when I was in like, middle school band and all that.
What'd you
And
play?
also, what?
What'd you play?
Percussion. I was a
Ooh,
percussionist.
like
And
drums
actually,
or percussion?
like percussion mostly. I mean, I did like marimba and stuff sometimes, but
Oh,
I
cool.
mostly like when I was in high school, I mostly played like timpani.
We don't have enough
What?
mallet players in the world, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not one of those like super like actually talented percussionists who does mallet things. I like to hit things good. But I mean, I've been a drummer I've been a drummer and percussionist basically my whole music career. I mean, like when I was in college, I also did like jazz band drums. Too.
Oh, no way.
Just kidding.
That's
Yeah,
actually my regular gig is a jazz pianist. I'm a keyboard player. I do synth and Rhodes and organ and all that.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! What the heck?
Yeah, that's actually the whole reason I attend school. I go to Oakland School for the Arts, and I'm in the jazz program.
That's sick as hell! Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, no. But yeah, that's getting beside the point. Like, so the two things that really started it were one, joining band in middle school, and two, I played a lot of rock band as a kid, and I don't know, it wasn't just that, but it was like the exposure to the music my parents listened to mostly, because like my mom really loved like Yes and like a bunch of like prog
wait,
rock
you
acts
said
and
said
stuff.
yes, as in the
Yes.
band, yes.
The band Yes. I'll be the roundabout. The words will make you out and out, or whatever the fucking lyrics to roundabout are.
Yeah, I learned that because I had the chance to learn it, so I'm like, I'm gonna learn roundabout.
I love how this interview is already kind of going off the rails a little bit. It's kind
Hey,
of really
the point of this interview is not to be particularly on the rails. It's just supposed to be a discussion, so whatever.
good point. But yeah, my mom listened to a lot of Yes. My dad was like a huge fan of like Peter Gabriel, Alan Parsons Project, like Queen, and I mean it's like really corny. I feel like that's such a corny played out like, oh, I got into music by listening to like the oldies, the great classic rock. I'm not like those other girls. I listen to Dire Straits.
I'm not like other girls. I listen to Death Grips.
66654 tongue, you know, all that, you know. But yeah, like I don't know, like a lot of like my inspiration for wanting to become a songwriter came from listening to a lot of like rock music. you know, and like specifically like older like classic rock type stuff. But like I don't know, like the first things I ever wrote, which were in like middle school, were things that were entirely intended to be played with like, you know, guitar, bass, drums, like, and that's like where I got my start. And becoming a music producer was almost kind of inspired by the limitations I had, because I didn't really know anybody else that wanted to play music, or at least that wanted to play the kind of music that I wanted to play. I had been dinking around in GarageBand on my parents' computer.
GarageBand.
A lot. Yeah, making like GarageBand loop songs, and eventually graduating to making like actual things.
GarageBand. You go GarageBand loop songs, GarageBand actual songs, and then Logic loop songs.
Yeah, and then Logic actual songs after that, you know, like, you know, kind of like the going up the ladder of like using Apple products. But yeah, no, I ended up like making my own music because I had nobody else to play music with, and that was around the time where like I was spending a lot more time on the internet. I was playing a lot of Gary's mods, so I joined like fucking like Face Punch or whatever. Like it's on like forums and everything. Started listening to shit like Aphex Twin and Venetian Snares, and as a hyperactive little 12-year-old, hearing an amen break at like 250 beats per minute really just got me going, you know?
Yeah, that sample is so legendary. I actually learned how to play it on the drums myself, both hi-hat format and ride format. It's just that good.
Yeah.
And I noticed you've got it all over your you've got inspiration from that break all over your music, like in the Dream Logic Secret Girlfriend. You stutter it as the intro.
Yes, I do. And I mean, if that really gets you excited, there's stuff from my next album that will certainly make you go like, yes, that's a fast drum. I like the fast drum.
You're gonna ditch the electropop and become you're gonna become nothing but a speedcore and breakcore producer.
Oh no, I'm definitely going to still be making electropop. It's just going to be fast.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Just
that was a joke.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, this one of my friends, I think his name was Eli. He told me that he was gonna ditch like doing like his melodic dubstep and future based stuff because he was gonna become a breakcore producer because it was 10 times easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to make breakcore. You just gotta like take your breaks and chop them up and do
Step one, grab amen break. Step 2, sample amen break and activate randomizer. Step 3, learn how to make a dubstep growl. Step 4, profit.
I made speedcore for a while, so I get it. God. Yeah.
Oh, you want to go worse? Try extra tone.
Oh fuck. 15,000 BPM.
Where the kicks are so fast it sounds like a sine bass.
I'm just gonna like play a tune with my kick drum.
Hey, metal drummers, try this on for size.
You want to talk blast beats?
Oh,
Let's
God.
Talk generating a sawtooth wave.
From your kick.
From just with the power of my feet.
The ting goes.
Fuck.
God, this interview has become cursed already.
This is already such a mess. I love it. You know,
I'm so happy.
With it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be listenable at all, but
it will be listenable. Don't worry. People, with the judging by how people received the interview that I did with Nelward last episode, which was a little bit strayed from the main idea. People seem to like it.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
Anyway. So, we have, as of now, we are at 15 minutes and 3 seconds of recording. So, I think we should get into the first mix. This is going to probably be 3 songs. What, if you had to pick anything out of all of your library of music, what would be the song that best encapsulates what you do?
The song that best encapsulates what I do. That would be, I have to, like, drum on my legs here so I can actually, like, think of the song.
Tippy-tappy, tippy-tappy.
You know, I think a good song to start with would probably be Secret Girlfriend.
All right, now are you going to go with the regular version or the Dream Logic version?
Let's go with the Dream Logic version because it's newer and more exciting.
All right, cool. So we're gonna hear the words. We are going to hear Jamie Paige's Secret Girlfriend, the Dream Logic mix or edit or whatever you want to call it. And then after that, we're going to hear 2 more songs, and then we will be back for the next part of the interview. We'll see you in just a bit.
Let's go, gamers.
Going to last. This love is built on sand and glass. You're broken and unusual. I'm nothing but a dream. The love's about what we made out impossibilities. So you'll love me near and dearly, and I'll be your secret girlfriend. Down imaginary gowns. I can't blame you for disdaining it all, but I guess if you're determined then you're shit out of luck, 'cause everyone wakes up eventually unlucky. I don't think we're going to last. This love is built on sand and glass. You're broken and unusual. I'm nothing but a dream. But love's about what we made out impossibilities. So you'll love me near and dearly, and I'll be your secret girlfriend. It's a special day today. I'm setting time aside to pray that maybe things might change a bit this year. But I'm a fool for having dreams or at least that's what it seems, since I'm on the outside looking in at you. I wonder why I never got that loving for myself. Is it because I made you mad or brought you down? I don't know, I have never had that loving for myself. I'm just a mess, sometimes I'm sorry if I've ever let you down. Oh, I can see why I may feel so lonely. I'm trying to make do without you. Spending special days alone, wishing you were here. We're all just spending special days alone, and I am praying for the day when I can look to you and say, my love, I am so glad to be with you. It's another special day, and yet again alone I stay. It seems my luck is always running out, but maybe I deserve this mess. God knows I am not the best. Yeah, I'm slowly losing my own peace of mind. I wonder why I never got that loving for myself. Is it because I'm always insecure and sad? I don't know, I have never had that loving for myself. I'm just a lonely little mess, and maybe I just bring you down. It can't be true that I'm not good enough for you. I think I'm way too hard on myself. Spending special days alone, wishing you were here. We're all just spending special days alone, and I am praying for the day when I can confidently say I'm deeply, endlessly in love with you. Destroy me. I'm a mess. My seams are bursting, I confess, but maybe I could spend the day with you. Spending special days alone, wishing you were here. Special days alone. Now it all seems clear. I'll never spend another day alone, and I am praying for the day that I don't have to hide away, and I can live my life next to you. And I am praying for the day when I can look to you and say, my love, I am so glad to be with you. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, making my way, making a way through the crowd. And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. It's always times like these when I think of you and wonder if you ever think of me. 'Cause everything's so wrong and I don't belong living in your precious memory. 'Cause I need you, and I miss you, And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by? Oh, 'cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. And I don't wanna let you know I'm drowning in your memory. I don't wanna let this go. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd. And I still need you, and I still miss you. And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass us by? You know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just sing. Or if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you. If I could just hold you tonight.
And we're back. Good mix. Okay. So now I think it's about time to get talking about your 2 albums.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, so let's start with the older one of the 2. Let's talk about Anew Again.
Anew Again.
What the heck was that adventure?
So, Anew Again was. So I had that was right after I had basically shed a bunch of old okay. I need to gather my thoughts for a second here. Anew Again was the first project that I started after starting Hormones. It was my first project after dropping a couple of old aliases that I had stopped using that had a ton of baggage associated with them at that point. And it was like, I don't know, there was just something freeing about it. Like, I decided to start just going by my actual name when making my music, which I hadn't done before.
Was Olive Reese one of those aliases that you were dropping?
Yeah, it was.
Well, now I've seen that it's just been that account has just been reposting everything. So
yeah, I might go back to it eventually, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. So,
I mean,
but yeah, it was like, I don't know. I just wanted a fresh start, and just something about like that spring cleaning was really, really inspiring to me. And actually, Anew Again ended up being made in like the span of like 3 weeks, I think.
That's impressive.
3 weeks in total. My my sort of conceit for it was that I wanted to make short songs, and I wanted to make simply produced songs, because my productions had started getting pretty overwrought at that point, and I wanted to make something that was just kind of like pure. I wanted to make something that was really songwriter instead of like producery. I wanted to make something that like where my ideas were concise and got to the point really quickly. And so everything on that album, barring like a couple of songs, is like 2 or 3 minutes. Like, everything's pretty short. And I don't know, I'm really proud of all those songs. It starts off with Decree, which is That's actually a song that I started years before I ended up using it. But I don't know. That was sort of like, that was like a manifesto of like the rest of the album. It was a decree, like, we will be all right. We can make it right. And
it was
I don't know.
the
That's just like
it was the
that's
cheesy inspirational just do it thing.
yeah. It's like super cheesy, but like that kind of ended up being the point of inspiration for everything I did after that. Like even to Autumn Every Day, and even to the stuff I'm doing now, is that like things will be okay eventually.
I mean,
Um. Oh,
hey,
go ahead.
I'm impressed that you managed to do that in the span of 3 weeks. It has been nearly a year since I released Takeoff, and nothing has been uploaded since.
Yeah, like that's always kind of how my musical inspiration has been. It's um like I always work in bursts. Like I'll always make like a couple things like in a really short amount of time, and then kind of just like hibernate for like a couple of months, and then like make a bunch of shit again.
We now see the
It's
wild
kind
Jamie
of
Paige re-entering her cave as she goes back to regather her mind so she can think of another album.
Yeah, and then usually I spend those months hibernating, like playing Splatoon or something. Um, but like, um,
Oh, quickly, you mentioned Splatoon. I'm just going to interject real quick and say Splatoon 2 has a fantastic soundtrack that is highly slept on.
it is
Theory.
extremely
Ink
highly slept on.
Ink Theory is so good.
I am a sucker for that shit. I just
Riptide Rupture and Broken Coral, like, for those of you who know about Ink Theory, they're the only group who can make a kazoo sound sexy.
God, it's so
true.
fucking good.
Like, it is layered all over Riptide Rupture. It's and it's like, it's everywhere, and it's so good. And they even use it as a riser effect, which is ingenious. Oh, God! Anyway, so back to what you were saying about Anew Again.
Anew Again. So, yeah, all the songs there were fairly like nice. And the inspiration for a lot of those, for Sky Girl, for Imaginary Effervescent, for Adelaide Delays, actually. Those were all songs that were inspired by a dream journal that I had been keeping at that point. And I mean, Imaginary Effervescent especially, like, that's very obviously about dreams. Like, and I mean, every scene that I mentioned there is like something that I actually had a dream about at one point. Like, just like writing shit from my subconscious. And that's actually where a lot of my songs have like started from. I mean, Sky Girl was the same thing. That was me writing a song based on this really incomprehensible note that I wrote right after waking up one day.
Wait, which song was
just
this?
Like, Sky Girl.
Okay, Sky Girl.
Yeah. And like I just wrote this whole fucking mess of words that made no sense at all, and I turned it into a song because I liked it, and the song ended up being word salad too. I don't know how I feel now, but
I mean, I mean, word salad songs are pretty good. Are you familiar with Andrew Huang?
Yes, I love Andrew Huang.
Do you know his thing that he did with Rob Scallon, 1st of October?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
They have that song, Possible Band Names, and it's just different fusions of Goo Goo Dolls and Foo Fighters. So, if you want word salad, just take a look at that. Like, they have Goo Foo Goo Dolls, Goo Fighters, Foo Foo Dolls, Goo Foo. Yeah. So
there you go.
Yeah, needless to say, you can blab about everything over a song, and if you compose the song right, it'll make it sound good.
Yeah, and that's kind of just music in general. It's like, You can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you do it in a way that I guess appeals to people. You know, I don't know. That was nonsensical advice. There you go. Jamie Paige, 2019. I had to
The
remember
more
what year it
you
was.
know. All right, so now tell us about Autumn Every Day, because that was a really freaking good album. And
Autumn Every Day.
Autumn Every Day.
Autumn Every Day. Autumn Every Day. Actually, I started working on that basically immediately after I released Anew Again. Or, well, not immediately. There were a couple songs that, like, had their genesis around that point. But I was actually kind of caught up. I was working on stuff for Homestuck Volume 10 at that point.
Oh,
I did
shit,
some.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you did that. Wait, what?
Yeah, it was well, like, so on the final product of Homestuck Volume 10, my contributions were limited to writing percussion parts for 2 songs by my friend Marcy Neighbors, my best friend in the whole damn world.
Well, yeah, I've
but
seen
I
that. I've
actually,
seen that
like,
Marcy
wrote-
has done stuff with quite a few of your songs.
Yes. She's been on every release of mine so far, basically, in some fashion. Like, my contributions on the final product ended up being limited to her 2 songs, but I actually wrote a couple of original things for that album that I don't think will ever really see the light of day because they're Homestuck things. But yeah, I was like working on that pretty actively at that point. And I had also been doing like composition stuff for a video game or 2 that I don't know if that'll ever come to fruition, and another band project that also I don't think will come to fruition. It was a lot of trial and error, mostly error at that point. And like I ended up taking a break from music for a while because I went on a road trip with Marcy Neighbors. Again, bringing up her because she comes up a lot in the story about my life and my music. We ended up going on a road trip and we recorded a bunch of music while on that. That will eventually come out someday, hopefully. Eventually. But after I got back from that was like October 2016, I think. I don't know. I started getting to work on like just a set of songs that just were like sitting around. I had maybe the chorus written for Too Much Autotune. Honor Majesty, To Atlantis. Those were both songs that I actually originally started for a different project. So those already existed in some form. And I don't know, like at one point I just had the phrase, "Here it's autumn every day." Like literally that phrase wholesale just pop into my mind. And I was like, I gotta write that down. Originally I thought the album name would be that whole title, but then Marcy Neighbors had a get rid of the just Facebook kind of moment with like that. And she was just like, just make it autumn every day. And I was like, and that's just sort of where that happened. And I ended up like wanting to get a middle ground between like really grandiose things and really like simple things. A lot of the production on that album is still like deceptively simple despite how it sounds, but I don't know, like a lot of those songs are a lot grander in scale than the things on Anew Again.
I mean, yeah,
and
you have the Dream Logic Secret Girlfriend, which is going crazy with the drum and bass breaks and all that.
Yeah.
But then you have something a little more simple, like Special Days, and then you have Amelie, which has no percussion at all.
Yeah, just a 808 cowbell, and
yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun because that was like that just came out of nowhere.
Which
like,
one? Amelie?
Amelie, yeah. Like, that came out of nowhere. I just wanted to make a fucking joke song about that McElroy Brothers bullshit.
About the what?
And, oh, yeah, no, Amelie is bit in a My Brother and Me episode by the McElroy brothers, also known for things like Monster Factory and The Adventure Zone.
Oh, what do you know?
Things like that. And it was just like they
By
had
Adventure
this
Zone,
one bit.
by Adventure Zone, are you referring to the D&D thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
very
I don't
much.
actually listen to that at all. I watch Critical Role.
I also don't listen. I also have not listened to the Adventure Zone. I just like I've watched a lot of the McElroy's videos for Polygon, so that was my frame of reference for them. And I just knew this one like Mabim Bam bit that I just stole from to write the lyrics for Amelie, and that's why I sing "I cook an egg with a spoon." You know,
I heard like at the very end that little run you do with that. I was like, I couldn't. It goes so fast, I couldn't quite tell what it is. So when I sang along with it, I would always go, a spoon. Thanks.
There you go. That's it. That's the song.
Spoon.
A spoon. God. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think like Autumn Every Day is really where my shit started to come into its own. The title track is like, I'm really, really proud of the instrumentation on that and everything.
Yeah, it's definitely a really well-crafted piece altogether. The production, it's just wow.
Yeah, and like everything on that album, like I focused a lot more on my arrangement, or with things like Special Days where there's like pretty ornate string stuff going on.
Yeah.
To Atlantis was another one that had pretty detailed stuff going on with the arrangement. Gosh, and like I actually like did even more Vocaloid things. Like I had done Grand Restore on Anew Again, which ended up being kind of the smash hit of that album, by the way. I didn't really get to that, but like Grand Restore kind of was a runaway success from Anew Again because of stuff like Bandcamp and like the Moe Shop song kind of getting some attention back to me. Yeah. After doing that and people being like, I want more Vocaloid things that Jamie Paige has done. Oh, she has a song called Grand Restore featuring Marcy Neighbors and Gloomy English. I should listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, actually, fun fact.
Go
ahead.
A what?
Go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I got to do like even more Vocaloid stuff every day with To Atlantis, and it's 2013 again because I really love Vocaloid stuff, and I'm just always happy to be able to use music.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Bandcamp actually opened up a location for their services over here in Oakland recently.
Oh man!
Yeah, and one of my friends, Ajay, he's a rapper. He did their opening show.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! What the heck?
Yeah, it's actually, I pass by it every day as I take the bus to school, so that's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any Bandcamp people would ever end up listening to this, but hey, like, I don't know, you wanna like give me a call or something if you ever want a gay electropop girl doing gay electropop things to come do a show at your big store, please.
Let's get this gal out to Oakland, pay for her room and board, and let's get her to do a show.
I will sleep in the Bandcamp store. It's my home now.
Better yet, she will sleep in her suitcase.
I will sleep in my suitcase. I could probably fit in it. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Autumn Every Day was kind of like, when I was making it, it was kind of a magnum opus for me. Magnum opus? However you say that phrase.
Yeah, magnum opus.
Yeah.
Great work.
Like, I really put a lot of heart and soul into that. And it kind of ended up, actually, where after I'd finished it, I didn't really know what to do with myself. I definitely wrote quite a bit of music right after finishing it, but it took me a long time to figure out what I was actually doing after it, because it's kind of bad to make the second release that you do in a project your magnum opus for it, but you know, that hindsight is 2020 or whatever.
Yeah.
So now I've released a couple singles since Autumn Every Day came out. I released Virtue, I released Destiny. I feel like there were a couple other things that I just can't remember. I can't remember my own discography, so
Destiny was a really cool one when I was checking it out, because it's like it takes a kind of a bit of a detour from your usual simple like synth pop style and starts to like go a little bit more into the electronic territory.
Yeah, and that was kind of, I was actually worried quite a bit while working on that, because I was worried that people wouldn't like it because it was kind of different from the other things I was doing. It was really like soft and gentle. I was also worried about releasing it because I was worried that. Oh, sorry. What?
Don't like it? Blame Drain Puppet. Nah.
God, there you go. But I don't know. When I was working on that with Maddie, like I was really worried that people would get the impression that my next album would sound like that, when it really doesn't. From everything I have so far, it is not like lighthearted in the same way that Destiny by Jamie Paige and Drain Puppet is. Like it's definitely actually a lot it's a lot heavier. It's heavier than Autumn Every Day, actually.
Yeah. I mean, Autumn Every Day was filled with some stuff like the sarcastic retort that was too much autotune.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite songs to make on that album. Like,
because
really,
it encapsulated people's biggest gripe about you as an artist and said, you know what, screw you, I like doing it.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Because every single SoundCloud commenter, I'd get Twitter ads about it. People would be like, you need to stop using so much autotune. It's bad and unprofessional. And it's like, fuck you. Really.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at your profile on SoundCloud right now, and your one of your last comments 10 months ago, it was at non sequitur on SoundCloud, saying, "This is the only acceptable comment about use of my autotune," and it was a comment on your cover of Closer by the Chainsmokers saying, this could use more. This could use more autotune.
Yeah, no, and you know what? I like that. It like, I am not here for people telling me what the fuck I should do unless they're of it, because then it's like, yeah, you know what? Sure, I will.
Yeah. So I'm taking a look at the cover art for Destiny, and I don't know why, but every time I take a look at it, I think Celeste.
That is a good. That's like, yeah, no, it does look very Celeste-esque, actually. My friend Bluffy was the one who did that art, and Bluffy's like an amazing pixel artist, like absolutely stunning stuff. And like that album art was actually something that Bluffy hadn't really done before. Like something in that style, because usually Bluffy would do pretty like outline heavy stuff, but it did end up looking pretty Celeste-esque. But if you were talking video game inspirations for that song, I absolutely wrote that song after playing like 40 hours of Stardew Valley in like 5 days. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can definitely imagine that.
Yeah, no, that's a Stardew Valley song.
Who did the art for Autumn Every Day?
That would be Valerie Holla. She does a webcomic called Goodbye to Halos. She is a fellow artist, and I don't know, she's very, 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 very talented, and I'm really in love with the art that she did for Autumn Every Day, and I'd love to work with her again. Like, it's fantastic stuff. Yeah,
that's cool. And then I see you've also got some little sketches on your profile, like the 90s but with Vocaloids, pegging, maps.
I had a little phase back in 2017 where I was trying to do daily covers, which only lasted for about a week. I've been thinking about picking that back up again. I I've like been doing like daily sketches lately because I've been trying to get back into the flow of making music actually after moving and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, my SoundCloud's full of a bunch of little doodles and stuff, just little tiny things.
2 years ago, you released the wonderful cover of 1,000 Miles.
Yes, probably the one thing I've made that is closest to a crowd pleaser. I played it at a live show once, and everybody sang along.
I mean, the little synth stuff you did with the opening piano riff, I think that was really cool. It was a nice little cute doot de doot sort of alternative to the grandness of the piano. And then before that, right after Grand Restore, you have a cover of Pollyanna, which is a song I recently rediscovered, and oh my god, I love that song.
I adore the Mother series so much. I was covering that song for my girlfriend, actually, who's she is a bigger Mother fan than I am, for sure. And I don't know, like, there's a really gay song, and every time I listen to it, it makes me cry.
Hey, Nintendo, when are we getting Mother 3 translated to English?
I don't know, like...
I say, hey, Nintendo, and you respond.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not Nintendo. But also, I'm definitely, like... that would probably be, like, Reggie's response if you actually just asked him that. Just,
You know what they could do? They could do it as a special release for the anniversary of the Mother series.
They could do that, yes. I actually kind of hope that they do that. That would be really cool, like a Mother series anthology, just like on Switch.
Then going farther back, you have It's Showtime, which was done 3 years ago. The Undertale song that was really cool. There's a nice little re-instrumentation of it.
Yeah, just a little cover. And then
you listen to the track that came before that, and I'm sorry, but you'll have to close down your account. You have created cursed content.
Yeah. No,
hey guys, let's bring back SoundCloud.
Hey guys, let's bring back SoundCloud.
Yeah, that is not
talking ball torture.
Oh god,
the free encyclopedia.
We don't. Okay. This is not that show. Yeah.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
All right.
Anyway,
Anyways.
So we are almost at an hour of recording time. So let's get back to let's get to a second mix. This one's gonna be 4 songs long. What do you want to start with?
What do I want to start with? You know what would be a good song to start with? What? I think you should start with Song for Jijo from Anew Again by Jamie Paige, 2016.
Okay. All right, so we're going to start with Song for Jijo. You're going to hear 3 more songs after that, and then we'll be back for the speed round. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Only hours since the first sign hit. It's been a lot for my mind to take in. Your words in a paragraph sprawled across your heart. And you told me you'd be fine, but darling, I can't help my state of mind. I've got another upset on my heart, thinking of you. Oh, you're my sun and my moon. I hope I get to talk to you soon. Oh, babe, you mean the world to me. So long since I felt this way. It's been a lot to sing, dedicated to you.
My batteries to get you in my phone, to get you in my zone. Here, I gotta get some groceries to eat my eggs and toast, take off my dirty clothes, and I'll wash my hair with my shampoo, the only kind I've ever used. What's always you? Cozy up inside my own, and I've got my stuff all in a row. You got me on my weak knees, baby, baby, please don't go, leave me all alone. I come to you when I am lonely, my only release, roll of that dream cream. Now
Hey, I'm looking at you. Little voice in my head that says it's all for naught, and the things that I think I shouldn't have thought. Oh boy, I'm calling you out. Little voice in my mind that tries to drag me down. I'll never let you make another sound. My friend, I'm here to prove you wrong. Hey buddy, old pal, I'm here to sing my song. And you can kick back, relax, let it all in, and let the good time lead line happen again. Cause you can kick me down, but I will never die. Hey, I'm talking to you. Little girl with no hope, so much stress to let free. If you need a friend, you've always got me. Oh no, I've been through this mess. Anybody with an outlook darker than the black of the night, I'll be with you to help you make it right. Friend, we're here to prove you wrong. My enemy, my down. We're here to sing our song. And you can kick back, relax, let it all in, and let the good time lead line happen again. Cause you can kick us down, but we will never die. I'm here to prove you wrong. Hey buddy, old pal, I'm here to sing my song. And you can kick back, relax, let it all in, and let the good time leave line happen again. 'Cause
someday I'll fall in love, and I will be fine once more. Even if my time is gone, I'll hit the ground to restore. And I won't hesitate to make my dreams come true. And I will spread the joy to them and me too. And I will figure out a way to make you fine sometime. This time. Someday I can succeed. I drive the tears away. And hate won't take the lead. I'll change the world today. And I won't hesitate to make my dreams come true. And I will spread the joy to them and me too. And I will figure out a way to make you fine sometime. This time. Someday I'll fall in love, and I will be fine once more. Even if my time is gone, I'll hit the ground to restore. And I won't hesitate to make my dreams come true. And I will spread the joy to them and me too. And I will figure out a way to make you fine sometime. This time.
And we are back! I am energetic as ever, and Jamie now has pizza.
I do, and I'm eating it.
Yeah, okay, so now that we're back, it's time to get into Act 3 of this wonderful interview series. which is, as always, the speed round. This is where I'm going to ask Jamie a bunch of yes or no or short answer questions, and she's got to answer them, whether she likes it or not.
Can I ask you a question really quick, though?
Go ahead, you can ask me whatever.
Is there a speed round theme song?
No, there is not, but I always put like a little timer sound effect with a little ding at the end.
Should there be a speed round theme song? Because I'll write you one. Right now. Let's do it. Speed round!
Wait, yo. Hold up. I'm getting the bass! 1, 2,
Yeah, there you
3,
go.
4!
Speed round!
Yeah!
That's the song. That's the speed round song. Oh, great.
Person.
Ask me things while I stuff my face full of fucking pizza pie.
Okay, let's go. So, question 1. Favorite cartoon of all time?
Rocko's Modern Life.
Damn. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. But
Yeah. Alright, let's try favorite video game of the past year.
Favorite video game? Are we talking favorite video game that came out in the past year?
Released in the past year.
Luca, Born of a Dream by Me Less Than 3.
I have
Very,
never
very
heard
good
of that.
game. You should fucking play it. It's very good if you like Bayonetta, if you like Devil May Cry.
Does
if
it
you
cost
like
money?
Nier Automata, if you like sad gays.
Does it cost money?
Yes, it costs $20, but you should play it.
Is it on Steam?
It is on Steam, yes. It is also on
Okay.
itch.io.
Well, that's half of the problem taken care of. Now the other half is I'm broke. Okay.
The developer will actually, if you don't have any money, the developer will send you a free copy. But, that's only if you can't afford it.
I'm not
Please
gonna
do buy the game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Otherwise,
do that unless I absolutely have to because everyone's telling me to play it.
Yeah, understandable. It's a very fucking good game, though. You should play it.
Okay, yeah. If you could tell me, like, just remind me of the title later so I can check it out. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I'll DM it to you.
Yeah. Anyway, so favorite video game of all time.
Favorite video game of all time?
Mhm.
That is actually a very hard question for me to answer. I'm gonna do 3 games here. 1, Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight, and that's sort of me, encapsulating the whole series of Momodora video games.
Okay.
Very, very dear Metroidvanias. They're very good. Second, honestly, I gotta say Splatoon 2. It's a fucking
hell
good
yeah.
game. I love it so much. Absolutely my jam. And 3, my favorite video game of all time, Mother 3. Gotta say, very good game.
Wait. They don't have it in English. Do you know Japanese?
I played the fucking translation patch. Fuck.
The fan translation.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't trust fan translations. Unless
It's
like
a really
by
good
someone,
one.
Is
It's really
it by
good.
someone who natively speaks the language?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll trust it.
It's by a whole team of people. Actually.
Oh shit! No way.
No, it's like legit.
All right. Okay. Favorite producer other than yourself?
Favorite producer other than myself? I don't know if this is cheating or not because we're friends, but honestly, Drain Puppet.
Nah, that's a perfectly viable answer.
I fucking adore her music. It's so good.
Favorite song that you did not write?
Favorite song that I did not write. I'm going back into the vault for this one. Going to pick a dad rock song here.
A what?
That would be. It's definitely a Peter Gabriel song, but I have to think of which one. You know what it is? It is "Lay Your Hands on Me" by Peter Gabriel. I am forever going to lament the fact that I wasn't the one to write that song because it's beautiful and perfect.
That is definitely a really good choice.
Runner up is either "I Have the Touch," "I Don't Remember," or "Red Rain." All Peter Gabriel songs because I love Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel is daddy.
Don't say that.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Oftentimes when people say like they love someone, I will take it to the extreme by saying like that. Like I've said it for Benedict Cumberbatch a lot.
Yeah. Is Peter Gabriel daddy? I think he might be.
He might be.
He might be.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay. So, favorite song that you released in the past 2 years, I guess.
Favorite song that I've released in the past 2 years? It's got to be the last one that I put out, Destiny, featuring Drain Puppet.
Cool. Okay. Song overall that you most wish to go back and redo.
Oh God, the song I wish I could redo. That's a very good. That's a very good one.
Or
Honor Majesty.
Yeah, or
Honor
song
Majesty.
that you think you could do something different with the most, considering what you're able to do now.
I think. Well, okay. Honor Majesty is the one song that I'm most displeased with. I think that I've released. But if I had to go with a song that I actually think that I could do something good with now, probably. Space Center.
Space Center.
I think that one could do a little bit better.
Okay.
You know.
I mean that's fair. Okay. Favorite thing to do when you're not producing.
Favorite thing to do when I'm not producing. There are a couple things that I very much like to do. There are also artistic pursuits, but I will have to say my favorite thing is creative writing. I do RP. I like it.
I mean, all of us D&D nerds, we gotta unite. We gotta stand strong.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
I actually personally do a lot of creative writing myself, but more in the form of poetry. But I also do D&D. Because it's a fun game and you can do just about anything if your DM is nice enough.
Hell yeah. And I also what the fuck was I gonna say? I like video games a lot. Obviously, I mean, I feel like I've talked enough about video games, but yeah. I like video games a lot. So yeah.
Okay. Favorite weather.
Favorite weather?
Weather.
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 Weather. My favorite weather, probably, honestly, a brisk overcast day. I like that a lot.
So when it's just a tiny bit gray.
Yeah.
That's definitely a weird like aesthetic. Not like weird, but it's unconventional. It's got this sort of midpoint between everything. My favorite weathers.
Of course, the other obvious answer, because I have to have two answers for everything. It feels like the other obvious answer is fucking an autumn day, a November.
Duh. Yeah, for us, autumn isn't pretty. It's just depressing.
Yeah.
Because nothing turns like red or orange. It just all turns brown and gets crushed on the ground.
Gross.
Yeah. So for me, my favorite weathers are straight up sunny with maybe some light wind. Very light rain. I like it when it's like sprinkling down on my face and my arms and my hair and all that, but it's not like getting anything notably wet. And then, even though we don't have it here, snow.
Oh, living in Chicago, I can tell you, like, because, I mean, I lived in Houston, where it, like, never snowed. Like, if it snowed, it made the news back then. I moved to Chicago. I've been here for a couple months, and I already fucking hate snow. I fucking hate snow so much. So, you know, try living in this climate.
Is Chicago being?
See how you feel about it.
Is Illinois being affected at all by the polar vortex?
Extremely, yes. Chicago's fucking. It was like negative 50-degree wind chill, like straight up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Really
favorite food.
Stuff. What?
Favorite
food. My favorite food. My favorite snack to munch on is Takis. I love Takis.
Oh. For me, just gonna say, screw Takis. I'm sticking with the original Chester's hot fries.
That's honestly kind of a woke opinion, but I have to fight you because I love Takis. But my favorite food in general, my favorite one specific dish, just because my parents used to make it a lot when I was growing up, and I just have fond nostalgic memories of it, is beef stroganoff.
Huh.
Uh,
Fun fact, I have never actually tasted that in my life.
it's very good. Lots of mushrooms.
I hate mushrooms, so maybe I might have to find an alternative recipe.
Maybe. Or you might just not eat it or something.
I don't know. My favorite foods. I like a lot of foods. I like a lot of soups and pasta, like noodle soups.
Yeah, soup.
Like
Soup's good.
ramen, whether it's top ramen or actual ramen, is always a good thing for me. But I think I like things more like based on the culture. I like a lot of Indian food, Greek food, Japanese food, Eritrean food. Eritrean food is fantastic. Cuban food. That my dad's side of the family is from Cuba, and the food they have there is so good.
Honestly, woke and good opinions there.
Yeah.
I approve.
All right. Okay. What are some small things you hope to accomplish in the next few years?
Small things I hope to accomplish in the next few years. See, that is a hard question because I have a lot of really big aspirations for the next few years, but I'm trying to think of small things.
All right, then. What are a few of those big aspirations that you have?
Well, one of them is to move in with my girlfriend and maybe possibly get married to her.
Aww.
How
cute.
Yeah, no, we're gay. Keep scrolling. So, to move in with my girlfriend, maybe get married to her. I honestly want to make a game, and I hope that I can get it started at least to, like, a playable state at some point in the next couple years. Maybe.
And are you familiar with programming at all?
Not really, no. So that's, like, the big thing, is, like, that would be learning programming.
Learn to program. Well, hey, if you ever are in the market for a voice actor,
yeah?
you know.
I mean,
you know who to
I'll
contact.
hit you up.
Yeah.
Fucking, so, yeah, move in with my girlfriend, make a video game, obviously, like, release Jamie Paige album 3 eventually, someday.
Do you even have a working title for Jamie Paige 3?
I do, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to say it yet. Not sure if I'm ready. I mean, I could say it. I could tell you what I have, what the title is right now.
Only if you want.
Sure. It's ambivalence right now. That might change, though.
Remind me as to what that means.
Ambivalence is a state of, not really feeling one way or the other. Sort of like...
So it's
not
emotionally
caring.
ambiguous.
Yeah, sort of like...
Oh, wait,
emotional detachment. You know, it's...
I am so stupid. I should have got that. They both have ambi as their prefix.
Yeah.
Ambiguous, ambivalence, ambidextrous. They all mean like equal in all forms, equal in all directions.
And it's going, so the album title is going to start with an A because it's the last in my trilogy of Jamie Paige albums that start with A. And then I'm gonna just start moving down the alphabet after that.
Then you're gonna have the B trilogy, the C trilogy, the Q trilogy.
Yes, exactly.
Quentin Quembley.
Yeah. Quumble.
Quentin Quembley Quumble question. Quincy.
Quincy. There you go. That's it.
You're just gonna have an album called Quincy, and it's just 3 hours of you saying Quincy.
And it's just
Quincy.
really heavily auto-tuned.
Quincy.
Yeah, there you go.
No, you're just playing with a MIDI keyboard the whole time. Quincy.
Quincy.
That your connection cut out for just a second in the middle of you saying that, so you just said quit.
Yeah. Thanks, Discord. Anyways, give me
Discord,
more questions.
hey everyone at Discord, we love you.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Maybe cut down on the gamer reference.
Anyway, so I think that's it for the questions.
Oh, darn. I was so ready to answer more questions.
Honestly, if you want, I can ask more questions.
Just give me one more. Give me your best one.
Okay.
Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No. I like this. I like this. What's a series or a piece of media that you've always wanted to get into but never had the chance?
That's a really good question. And I have a couple of answers for it, but I think the primary one, Neon Genesis Evangelion, or however you say it.
There's actually this video of a gospel choir from America. It's this, and I'm just saying this to show the dichotomy of the situation. It's an all-black gospel choir singing in fluent Japanese, and it's the coolest thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's fucking awesome.
It's the most impressive thing I've ever seen because they're doing the Evangelion theme, and it's, oh my god.
I've seen that. It's fucking good.
There was a thing I saw. It was by Otaku Versus, and it said what your favorite anime says about you, and the thing for Evangelion was you have mommy issues and daddy issues and being the unborn hybrid of human and the fallen angel known as Lilith issues. You also possibly want to screw a robot.
You have issues.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway,
There you go.
So there we go for the questions. That is Jamie Paige's speed round Q&A segment. We're going to go into the final mix of this. We're gonna go into the Kingdom Hearts final mix, badoom crash, of this of this episode, and then we're gonna sign off, and we'll have a special little thing for you as the ending song. So,
yes,
Jamie, what should we start this final 3-song mix with?
So wait, are we starting it with this special thing or ending it with this special thing?
That's happening later.
Okay. So I think we should start this final little mix of 3 dainty little songs. Started with Destiny.
All right.
By Jamie Paige and Drain Puppet.
Which one?
You know what? Since not enough people have given it love and attention, the Marcy Neighbors remix.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to hear Marcy Neighbors' remix of Destiny by Jamie Paige and Drain Puppet. You're going to hear 2 more songs after that, and then we'll be back for a final little recap. See ya in just a few minutes.
I'm Fortnite dancing right now.
Oh my god.
Hey.
How'd you end up here, of all places? Don't journey here and all the sights you saw all across the world. And while we're talking, our hands drift closer soon, right there, face to face. And when we kiss, it's like the snow melts away, so we keep each other warm by the bedside. How'd you end up here, of all places? Dumb luck or destiny? You shiver underneath your blankets, I pull you closer, come next to me. Winter weather never lets up, baby. We'll bundle up and stay a while, a while, a Hey, little billboard, I know it's been a while. Your edge is frayed and torn, but your face still holds a smile. Nobody can see you, nobody but me. If only they could see you, if only they could see what messages you have for them, what words you have to say. If only they could see you, if only for a day. Don't give up, yeah, it's alright now, everything's okay. They will find you, won't unwind you, we will find a way. for you. I know you're the greatest friend I've ever had. Windmills in the distance. I stopped to find my thoughts. I wish that you could see this, but I guess you'd rather not. I stare in naive wonder. My mind drifts back to you. I hope that you might miss me. I wish that you would miss me. But maybe fall in love again with me. I'm cooking up with a spoon. Thanks. Yeah, I got through September, and now I'm at your door. On my knee for the moment, but you'll be back for sure. Oh, to savor the landscape of my beating heart. So I will wait for the moment when I'm in your arms. So hold me tightly, Lord. Keep me by your side. Wants to burst outside. everything that you hold true. Split myself into just to love more of you. You're kind, so caring. Couldn't help myself from sharing. Split myself into twice of my love for you.
I skipped a beat, now I'm back on my toes. Hope I won't need much longer. Or like a campfire, your soothing heat has made me so much stronger. My heart, my strength, you've given me shelter. I'll carry it along until I need to come home, rejuvenate in the light of your healing song. Hold me tightly, keep me by your side. How my gentle heart wants to burst outside. Glory, virtue, everything that you hold true. Split myself into just to love more of you. You're kind, so caring. Couldn't help myself from sharing. Split myself into twice of my love for you. Glory, virtue, everything that you hold true. Split myself into just to love more of you. You're kind, so caring. Couldn't help myself from sharing. Split myself into twice of my love for you.
And we are back. That was the final mix of today's episode. So, without further ado, we're done with the episode. Thank you for coming on, Jamie. It was really fun to have you.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I had a good time. That sounded really fucking sarcastic. Wow. No, I had a good time. I'm very glad that I came on, and I'm very glad that we got to talk. It was fun. I hope it's listenable.
It should be perfectly fine. Anyway, so just before we sign off, where can we find you online?
You can find me online at Polyromantic or at PayMeJage on Twitter. You can jamiepage.bandcamp.com, soundcloud.com/JamieIRL, and Spotify. I think. I'm pretty sure I'm on Spotify.
Yeah, you are.
Cool. Yeah, no, you can find me on Spotify. Just search Jamie Page.
My saved song list is just lined up with a bunch of your stuff right now.
Woo!
Fun fact, I actually rediscovered you because of a song called Starry-Eyed by Linus of the Stars.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, well, it reminded me of your style because it was very synth-poppy with a lot of heavy autotune.
Oh, man.
So
Well, you'll
I'll
have to send me that song.
yeah,
so
I'll send you the song. It's very cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, and all those links for Jamie will be in the description. As for me, my name is Visualeyes, that's Visualeyes. You can find me on SoundCloud at Visualeyes Music. You can find me on Instagram at Visualeyes Music. You can find me on Twitter at Real Visualeyes. And you can find me, of course, here on YouTube just by subscribing. Then you won't have to find me again. Also,
There you go.
Also, if you want to show some support for the episode, leave a like, leave a comment talking about who you want to see or what your favorite part was. And finally, if you want to get someone in for an episode of the show, or you want to be in an episode of the show, you can email me at visualeyesmusic@gmail.com. That's visualeyesmusic@gmail.com. Anyway, my name is Visualeyes, this is Jamie Paige, and this has been episode 3 of Waveforms. Thank you for stopping by. To end the episode, Jamie, I believe you said you had a special little song for the... You had a special little song.
New shit alert! New shit alert!
So
It's
what
a
was...
new song.
So what's this song that you have, this special song that you have?
It is a song off my next album that doesn't have a release date yet, and please don't ask me when the release date yet. Can I get a mulligan? Can I get a mulligan on this sentence?
Go ahead, do that.
All right. So, the song is called Gentle Heart, and it is off of my next album, the 3rd solo album by Jamie Paige. Please don't ask me what the release date is, because I don't know it yet. Please, God, but the song is called Gentle Heart. Please, listen to it now.
Alright, so we're going to hear the currently unreleased track, Gentle Heart by Jamie Paige, off of the next album, which, again, don't ask her when it's coming out!
Don't do that.
Anyway, my name is Visualeyes,
My name is Jamie Paige.
and this has been Waveforms. Thank you for listening.
Gamers.
We're out.
I sat out in the rain to soothe my racing brain, but anxiety comes through when I begin to think of you. Oh, I study where I am to try and ground myself again, but I am led astray, distracted by the rain. Oh, my gentle heart beats for you. And all I can hear rings so true. But my gentle heart is pain to see. My darkest fears, my jealousy. So my gentle heart trusts in you, that you might know what to do. I talk to you again. We talk about our friends and everything that we're built on. How when I'm down it seems far gone, and that feeling comes my gentle heart beats for you. And all I can hear is so true. But my gentle heart is pain to see all of the shadows inside of me. So my gentle heart breaks in two when I think of losing you. I'm sprawled out in the rain. My energy is drained, and anxiety comes through to tell me that